it's Kate here from the Scrappy Sisters. Now, I know this looks like a hot mess right now, but quite a few people said they'd like to see me sort of talk through my process when I decide that there's a kit that I want to use and I've got like my heart set on completely using everything up, how I kind of do that. Because what I tend to do is make sort of mini page kits out of all of my, like out of the whole collection, and then kind of work through that. I don't know how this is going to go, because usually I'm a little more planned than this, but I'm really kind of going off the cuff here. So this is the Boho Baby collection from Pimple Stories. I've already made quite a few layouts with it, and I got a few extra bits because I loved it so much. I still love it. And I've got a heap of photos of Addison when she was a baby that I want to put in her milestone album. So I've got kind of, I think I've got 10 photos here, or 10 like layouts worth of photos here. And I thought I would show you my kind of thought process. So sometimes I start this off with like a brand new, not used anything kit, and other times like this, it's a partially used collection. So yeah, I thought we'll kind of work through this together. Now, I won't get everything kind of completely used up in this process, but you can kind of see how my mind works. Now, my baby is asleep. Where is she? You can't see her, but she's right there. So hoping she stays asleep. If she doesn't, this will be a very short video. I have my cup of tea in my Christmas mug because, you know, it's big. So I've got my tea. Lincoln and Danny are out having a train ride. So the house is quiet, and it's a Saturday, which is unusual. So I'm jumping in and going for it. Now, this is an older collection. I don't know how much of it you'll still find around, so apologies for that. I bought all of mine from Crazy Craft Obsession, but I don't know how much anyone will have left. I don't know when this came out. It was recent, last year, I think. Yeah, 2022. Super cute, super cute. So these will end up being out of frame, but I'm going to put my photos up here. I've just got some scrap paper here that I probably won't necessarily put in the kits, but we'll just see. So I'm going to put those out of the way for the moment. What I tend to do is start with my full page papers first and go from there. So I'll put my embellishments and stickers and everything off to the side, although they're not going to stay there nicely because my desk is a mess. Got a few cut aparts and bits there. So these are my sort of full page papers, and what I also did was went through my stash of Vicky Booten mixed media papers. I pulled out one cut file that I've had lying around forever. I think this is a Confessions of a Paper Addict, but I'm actually not 100% sure. It's been in my stash for a long time. And then this was a background that I made with leftover shimmers paints that I'd, you know, made for something else, and this was like mopping up the excess, and I thought those colours kind of might work. And then I pulled out a few of the pre-made mixed media, Vicky Booten mixed media backgrounds, which I'm loving using at the moment, and you will have probably seen me use quite a few in recent times because they're quick, easy, effective, and I'm burning through my stash of them. So first things first, I go through the 12 by 12 papers that I have to see which ones I might want to use as full page papers. That's obviously a cut in piece. I'm just going to put that to the side for a sec. And so I look at my full 12 by 12 papers and think, do I want to use any of these as full page backgrounds? Obviously this is a cut apart. I am not necessarily big on using cut aparts. I don't do Project Life. I do digital Project Life, so I don't need physical product for that. And I don't love using this size in layouts very often, the exception being a grid layout. So I do love a grid layout, and so we'll see. But I do quite like that yellow as a potential background. That is a pretty floral. That might end up being a half and half. And we've got this pink floral, and I think the back is a cut apart as well. Yeah. So I know I'm not going to use that because I don't journal. So I'll use that as a full page background. I really like these blue stars. Probably more so than the sleeping one, although I do have some sleeping pictures, so I have to think about that, but I think I like the blue stars. This is a little much for me as a full page, and it's a cut apart, so I will probably end up cutting into that, and I'll probably end up cutting into that. So I'll put those up there. So I've got 3 full size bits that I want to use. Now, sometimes what I do to make sort of the most of this is I'll go through my photos, see which photos might work. So that one could work with that. Just going to go through this. See, I've got so many sleeping photos. That's her at 4 weeks old. That's her at 5 weeks old. Oh, so cute. That was getting her injections. See, she's asleep there. That one would work quite well, I think. Not that one. Oh, there's a bath first. No. So I think I'm going to go with, yeah, I may change my mind as I do these layouts. I think I'm going to go with that photo for that one. And what I often do to kind of stretch out the collection a little bit, or stretch out the 12 by 12 papers, is, oops, I need a new blade. Now, I don't keep these branding strips particularly with Simple Stories because they're not full pattern branding strips, so don't come for me, but I don't. Is I will trim these down, not all of them, but sometimes I do. So I sort of gut the middle, and then what I end up with is, so this one will end up going on here like this, and I will grab some white cardstock that will end up going there, and so that becomes the base of one layout. And I just keep pizza box, sorry, I'm pulling it a little closer to me. I just keep a pizza box beside me. You can hear me rattling around, sorry about that. So I just got an empty pizza box that something or water came in. I just keep this beside me and I stack everything on top of that. So I tend to do these first, and then I think this might go quite nicely with this. Yeah, I like it, I like it. So I'll trim this down a little. See, it is a bit of a process. I don't know if I'll end up doing the whole thing with you guys on screen because I'll probably run out of time and it might get a little boring, to be honest, this talking video. I don't do talking videos like this very often, but I guess I just wanted to, you know, show you my process. Many of you have asked, and it is chaos. My desk is very small. I don't have a heap of room on my desk, so you end up sort of piling on top of each other, but you can see that colour and this colour, chef's kiss, work amazingly together. I actually don't know what this is. Is it this one maybe? Yeah, it's Shimmers Teal, The End of Time. There you go. Bought all my shimmers from Crazy Craft Obsession. Shameless plug there. You can obviously get them from Shimmers online as well, but if you're in Australia, Crazy Craft Obsession sells shimmers, which is awesome. So I'm going to use that one on that because I think it's cute. And again, I just put that to the side. So once I've kind of picked my photo that I'm going to use with the kind of pattern paper background, I then just put it to the side and I'll come back. Now, I didn't edit these photos, and so Addison's face in this, because this was taken in the dark, she's actually on our bed, not in her cot, and so her face is quite red, and this pink brings out more of the red in her face. It's red anyway, but it's not working with the pink, so I'll put that aside. That's bath photos, doesn't really work. I don't think that works, but that might work with that one under there. That one could work. That's bath photos again. that one could work as well. I think I like this bright one. So I'm going to go with that daisy paper, put that aside. This one I think I'm going to use this Harry Potter. She's so cute. That Harry Potter onesie photo. So I'm going to put that aside. And now I've got a few more bits and pieces here. So I thought this one would be cute for a sleeping photo. Now I've only got 2 sleeping photos left. This one and this one. Thinking I might use this one. Her face is going to be red no matter what I do, or just because I didn't edit the photo properly. So I'm going to put that aside. Now I've got a few more here that I thought could work. Now I think those two might be okay. I don't think that one's going to work. That purple and teal is just not going to work. So put that aside. Yeah, similar with that one. I need to find... So I reckon that's most of the colours there, and I don't think that's going to work either. I think we'll put that one aside. I just pulled these kind of without the papers beside me from memory. I think this one will work okay though. This kind of pinky background. So I could use her for that. That will work. So let's put that aside. Now though, that blue I think will work okay, depending the embellishments that I pull with that. And maybe that could work quite nicely with these first bath photos. Oh, bless. Gosh, she was so little. She's so big now. Now, I think that one will be okay, but I don't think that one's going to work. So this one will work as well. So let's go. I've only got 2 photos left. So I've got this one and I've got bath photos. Let's go bath photos. There's actually 2 more photos that go with this, but I'm not showing them because my partner is also in the bath. So ain't nobody needs to see that. Oh, my poor partner. And then I've got this left, which I am going to use. So I'll pull out a white cardstock background beside me here. And then this cut file. And I've got this photo, so that will work. Also, I guess it could work. I mean, the patchwork is squares. My grandmother, who just turned 90 this year, made that blanket. Now, funnily enough, she has a whole stash of like blanket squares that she's knitted over the years. And my mum helped sew them all together, which I thought was very sweet. So my grandmother didn't actually knit the squares recently, but she's got a whole stash that she makes blankets for all of the grandchildren. Super special. So we've got that. Now I could just throw these scraps in here with this, because I could, most of these scraps would be big enough to back 1 or 2 windows. That one won't be. Oh, it will be if I use an edge one. So I'm going to throw these scraps into here so they all stay together. I'm going to use those scraps to back the cut file. So that's going to go in there with those, and that will be my last background. Now, I still have this paper and this paper and this paper, and also the flip sides of them as well. So what I'm actually going to do is keep these aside and use these to map my photos, I think. So I'm not going to put them in a kit. I'm just going to leave them and use them to map my photos. So my photos have some of the pattern papers underneath them. So that's what I'm going to do with those. I'm going to put them aside. I do keep my baggie. So I'm going to pop those in there. Now I don't allocate every single like ephemera piece or anything like that to my page kits. I just kind of go with the flow, right? So I go through and I see, what have I got here? So the one things I do want to allocate are definitely these frames. I don't want any of these frames left over. because I love them, but I will definitely find them difficult to use if not, you know, while I'm using them with these collections. I don't tend to pull these stickers off my 12 by 12 sticker sheet and add them in to my layouts. I tend to grab my sticker sheet every time I'm making my videos and just, or my layouts, and just pull in the stickers as I can. The exception is sometimes if there's a sentiment or something like that that I know I want to use on a page, I will pull it out. So I'll just leave it up there for the moment. And with my titles, I want to add those as well. And then pull out some of these ephemera bits. Puffy stickers, I tend to do the same thing. I don't add them into a layout, into my page kit, sorry. I just have them on my desk while I'm creating. And then chipboard's a bit 50-50. This chipboard's not so bad because it usually pops out of the thing okay and still has the backing on it. So I can pop it in, but we'll just see. We'll see. I've got lots here. So first things first, let's see where we might be able to use these frames. So, let's see what we've got here. All right, so I don't think I can use a frame on this one. I think that will probably be a bit too much with the cut file, so we'll put that aside. This one, which has an extra 2 photos to go with it. No, I don't think that's going to work. Okay, we'll put that one to the side. The only frame that might work with this is this one for layering purposes, but I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, how about this? This is cute. We could do a little like, because this is exactly the same photo printed twice, so I don't mind if I cover up a little bit of the larger photo because I've got the smaller photo there to kind of balance it out. Oh, that's cute. That, something like that could definitely work. That could end up being my title. Okay, I'm happy with that. Put that aside. Maybe the blue. I mean, this one's cute, but I definitely couldn't unless I see. I wouldn't want to put both photos in there because it's exactly the same photo, and I think that would look a bit odd. Could I make that work? No, I don't think so. How about this one? I mean, I could definitely do a little, you know, decoration up the top there. So let's do that. This one's cute. And this one I could definitely use as like decorative frame there. That will work. Nope. This one. I need to do that one, I think. We'll make that work. Right. So, that's that. Now, at this point, sometimes I will go through the titles and see if I want to allocate any of the titles to the layouts. Got to use my words here. Where's some scissors that I can cut them out? So I've got I love you, baby, and cute, and then definitely like my sunshine, love you to the moon and back, twinkle twinkle, welcome baby, little wildflower. They could be titles if I needed them to. I think I want to use maybe the I love you on the layout of me and both the kids. So this one, which funnily enough, I'm pretty sure this was Mother's Day. This is gonna be really annoying to cut, so let's move some of these bits. And I'm gonna just cut the part off. So I think I want to use that because that's cute. And then I've got baby and I've got cute. So no, I won't use it there. That one could work for cute or baby, really. Sorry, I know I'm not talking much while I'm doing this. See, this is my process. It's not that exciting, to be honest. Yeah, okay, so I'll put, I think what I'll do is move these up here. I'm going to move this. That one's easier to take off. That one over there. So what I think I'm actually going to do is have cute baby, not baby cute, cute baby, as this title. And I'll probably get some stickers. Oh, these ones work. And they might work actually. And write out the word my. So it'll end up being my cute baby. Now, maybe I should because it's only 2 letters in this word, I probably should keep them the same colour. So it'll end up being my cute baby. So I'm happy with that. So keep that. Now that one's done, and that one's done, that one's done. I don't think I'm going to worry about a title for this one just yet, because I don't know how this is going to look with the cut file back and how busy it's going to be and how I'm going to want that to look. I don't think I'm going to allocate a title to that one just yet. So I'll put it on the bottom. And then I like this I Love You to the Moon and Back and the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I wouldn't mind using those as titles. And I'm thinking that this one here might work with this Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as its title, or at least as an ephemera piece to use on this layout. That will work. And this one, I think I'm going to use the Sun Bunny Loves You as a title. This one, this bath happened, oh, what else on the back for? Yeah, like her second day, which I know is early to bath a baby, but we did. So I'm thinking I might do a little welcome baby on that one. Yeah, right. So that might be all I allocate from that, I think. Now, this is all of the, what do you call these? Oh, rainbows and things. So, to be brutally honest with you, oftentimes I leave it at this. And then when I come to creating, I pull the layouts out, I pull all my ephemera out. I usually will put them in tubs like this. And in fact, I'm probably going to do that right now. I take out all the ephemera, put them into tubs like this, and then I just flick through them while they're on my desk. And I can, add as I'm creating. Now, I will probably try and use some 30 Days of Sketches layouts for these. Love using sketches as inspiration, and that helped me create as well. Love, love, love sketches. Oh, I've got these as well now. Oh, that little love, that's cute. All right, so these will either end up being used, this one might end up being used as a title. Otherwise, they'll get used as like layering pieces behind photos and things like that. So I will not allocate those. And I've also got these tags. Now, I am unlikely to use these as the appropriate, you know, months for my child. So I will probably just use them as layering pieces. Yeah, and I thought about creating an entire tag layout, but I don't think that's going to happen this time around. So they're going to go in here, and I'm going to pull from those. I'll pop those in there too so I don't forget them. And then I've got the fussy cut rainbows here that I cut from one of the 12 by 12 papers. So they will get added in as well. And I've also got this one extra strip here of the rainbow. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that because they're mostly half cut off. So it'll probably end up either going in the bin as scrap or being used to like layer photos, or it might be that I rip, you know, rip a paper, you know, rip a bit and create like a couple of paper lines at the bottom or something like that with strips of paper. So I might leave this here. I don't know how long I've been rabbiting on for, but that is basically what I do when I'm setting up the collection and working with a kit. So I don't allocate everything to the pages, but I just usually start with my background and my photos. And then if I'm using a sketch or whatever, I'll have that beside me. But otherwise I start here and then I just see where the inspiration takes me. So hopefully in these 10 layouts, I'll get all of this stuff used up. I might not. I might need to do another layout. We'll see. But this is what I've got. Now, this is probably going to take me a while to work through because it's not a massive priority. So hopefully you see some videos of this collection pop up in 30 Days of Sketches. But as I said in my previous video, which was my killer kit for April's how to kill a kit with style, and I didn't share it until like halfway through or more than halfway through May. I am struggling with getting time to film videos at the moment, and I create at like, you know, small opportunities that I can, so night times and things like that, and I'm not often filming, and I'm just really struggling to find the balance. So you may not see many videos in 30 Days of Sketches, but I hope so. I'm going to do my best. But yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know. Hopefully that sort of made sense. So I just, as I'm creating all of these things, sit with me and I'm pulling from everything. And as I get further along in using up these supplies, I try to be a bit more intentional about, you know, what I'm putting on my layouts to make sure I use everything up. So that's it. If you've got any questions or comments or whatever, let me know in the comment section, and I'll jump on and answer them. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye.